Hello crafty friends and welcome to another day of Die Cut December 2025. Today the random number generator of craft chose 64, which corresponded to rainbows on my list of types of die. And here are the two rainbow dies that I have. They're quite different, but they're both quite whimsical. And I thought for my card today, I would use both of them on the same card. So for the die that has little clouds at either end, I cut out 5 white rainbows with the idea of using them as texture in the background. So I dipped my rainbows into some high-tack white glue and then arranged them on the front of my card blank. I used my rule of thirds acetate grid to make sure that one of my rainbows was on the intersection of 2 of the lines, just to give me a starting place, and then I added the rest of the rainbows in a diagonal design from the bottom left to the top right. Once those were stuck, I cut off any overhang with my scissors. And then I took the other rainbow die and cut it from some smooth white card. This gave me 5, I think, arches of a rainbow. I coloured one red with Festive Berries Distress Oxide, one orange with Spice Marmalade, one green with Cracked Pistachio. The next arch down I coloured teal using Peacock Feathers Distress Oxide, and for the final arch I use Wilted Violet, so I haven't got all the colours of the rainbow, but that's fine. Before sticking my colourful rainbow on top of my white rainbows, I thought I'd add some energy and movement and shimmer and shine using some gold metallic watercolours, so I spattered that on and then gave it a dry with my hairdryer. To adhere my colourful rainbows, I just dipped them in high-tack white glue again, and then I stuck them about 1/3 of the way down in the middle of my card, so they're overlapping some of the white rainbows in the background. To make sure they were well adhered, I pressed them down with some leftover sticker release paper. Just stops me getting inky fingers and smearing ink all over the front of the card. So I worked my way down through the arches of the rainbow until I had them all stuck in the right place. For my sentiment, I chose a scripty font Happy Birthday in black ink that I'd previously printed and cut using my Silhouette Cameo digital cutter, and I placed this on the colourful rainbow 1/3 of the way down the card. Now, when I cut out my white rainbows, I ended up with a little pile of really cute little clouds, so I thought I would add those to the bottom of the arches of my colourful rainbow, and I think that worked really well because it tied the background rainbows into the foreground. Both types of rainbow have the same kind of cloud on them. And that was this card finished. Here's a couple of close-ups, but don't go anywhere because while I was making this card, I had some more ideas for another card, which I'll show you now. So off camera, I die cut another set of rainbow arches and coloured them with the same inks. And then on the back of each arch, I used my Zig 2-way glue pen to put some tacky glue. So when this glue dries, it dries tacky. And I wanted to use this glue because I thought I would stick my arches onto a piece of acetate. And tacky glue, I think, is a good way of adhering things to acetate because it just grabs it. It dries, it stays tacky, and it will stick onto things like plastic. So I put the glue on the back of each arch, and then I stuck the arches in the middle of a small piece of acetate. Next, I took a piece of smooth white card and die cut a large round hole from the middle of it because I wanted to make a shaker card. So once I'd done that die cutting, I put some double-sided tape all the way around the outside of the circle. Then I removed the release paper and added my acetate rainbow combo into the aperture, so that from the front of the panel you can see a rainbow suspended in midair, as it were. I also added some 2mm deep foam tape on the back of my panel to create a well, and in that well I added some gold circles, gold foil circles, which I turned gold foil side out, and then I sprinkled in some pink glitter and some gold glitter. And to back my aperture, I chose this piece of dotty heat embossed card from my box of backgrounds and bits. I thought it'd make a nice background to the rainbow. And so here you can see my shaker in action. So I put some tape on the back of that and added it to the front of a card blank. It's about 5 3/4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. I did add another scripty font happy birthday to this, black ink on white card. I just felt it needed something a little bit extra, so I added a gold foiled square stitched frame. Off camera, I also added a circle frame in the same gold around the circle, because again, I felt it just needed something extra, so you'll see that in the close-up photos. But I also ran my nail around the edge of the square panel to rough up the edges a bit, because I still felt it needed a bit of definition. I'm really happy with the way this card turned out. I think it's a fun way to use a rainbow die. I showed it to my daughter and she said, what if you had rays coming out from the circle? Then it would look like a sunshine, which is something that obviously goes with rainbows. And I thought, yes, I've actually got a die that does something like that. So I used this die, the one you can see now, to cut a sunburst shape out of a square of cardigan, and then I made my shaker pocket in exactly the same way. But instead of colouring my rainbow with finger daubers and inks again, I thought I'd do something slightly different, and I grabbed this rainbow paper from my box of backgrounds and bits and die cut out the arches so that I could get the whole spread of the rainbow colours. And then I used my Zig two-way glue pen again to stick them on the front of my acetate. So I've got a lovely sun-shaped shaker pocket with a pastel rainbow on top. I added another happy birthday on top of the rainbow and drew a doodly black border around the outside. And that brings me to the end of these cards and this video. I did only intend to make one card today, but the ideas kept coming, so I thought I would run with them. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's given you a few ideas. If it has, then please do come back tomorrow for another day of Die Cut December 2025. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.